Fear and disbelief in Congress. Last night, the House decided not to allow a vote on the Superstorm Sandy relief bill that would send aid to millions of storm victims. That decision sending shockwaves through the entire New York area delegation.
Everybody played by the rules, except tonight, when the rug was pulled out from under us. Absolutely inexcusable, absolutely indefensible. We have a moral obligation to hold this vote.
Mr. Speaker, we cannot turn our backs on our citizens who need us.
I have to go home and tell them their New Year's gift is that they're going to wait even longer for something they should have had over a month ago.
This is an absolute disgrace, and the Speaker should hang his head in shame for not allowing this to come up.
Joining me now, New York Congressman Peter King. He is also chairman of the Homeland Security Committee. And I have to ask, what were they thinking, Congressman?
I thought this is absolutely indefensible. It's inexcusable. We had been meeting, I'm talking about myself, Congressman Grimm, Congressman Lobiondo, the New York and New Jersey delegations, meeting with the Republican leadership, with Governor Cuomo, Governor Christie, Mayor Bloomberg. We were promised that this vote was coming up. Every penny that had asked for was documented. Every document they requested, we gave them. We were told everything was fine. It was actually on the House website, the bill that was going to be voted on. And then last night we started to hear that maybe it was going to be pulled, maybe it wouldn't be held. We confronted John Boehner on the floor and asked him. He goes, no, wait till the fiscal cliff vote is over. We'll take care of it. We were told it was 99% certain. And then no one even told us. The Speaker walked off the floor, told an aide to the majority leader that the Congress was finished, there were no votes, and then they came back and told us. Now, listen, I'm not taking this as a personal offense. I'm talking about the thousands of people in my district, the hundreds of thousands of people throughout the New York, New Jersey area. Within 10 days after Katrina, $60 billion was appropriated. 9 weeks after Sandy, not one penny has been appropriated. And let me just make this one point. These Republicans have no problem finding New York when they're out raising millions of dollars. They're in New York all the time, filling their pockets with money from New Yorkers. I'm saying right now, anyone from New York and New Jersey who contributes one penny to congressional Republicans is out of their minds, because what they did last time was put a knife in the back of New Yorkers and New Jerseyans. It was an absolute disgrace.
And Congressman King, I got to tell you, I felt that knife too, because I'm from New Orleans and I suffered through Katrina. We lost 10 family homes. I lost all my childhood memories, everything. I understand what these people are going through. So I'm quite frankly, personally outraged by this. I want to ask you, because now as of Thursday, you have the newly elected Congress in place. You guys have to start from scratch. Is there any hope that we can get this back on the books and get a deal done quickly?
Yeah, I don't see how. The reason I say that is we're not in session next week. The following week we're in session 2 days. Then you have the presidential inauguration. Then you have the State of the Union. We're going to be into February. And by the way, there is opposition among Republicans to giving the $60 billion. They want to give us $27 billion, which is the money they have to give us anyway. So last night was really the chance to get it through. That was the arrangement that was made. We played by the rules. We did everything they asked us to do. Governor Cuomo, I was talking to him last night. He's outraged. Governor Christie is outraged. Mayor Bloomberg is so disappointed in what happened here. And again, we're not looking for anything. All we're saying is treat us the same as everybody else that's been treated. And why the Republican Party has this bias against New York, this bias against New Jersey, this bias against the Northeast. They wonder why they're becoming a minority party, why we're going to be a party of the permanent minority. What they did last night, it was so immoral, so disgraceful, so irresponsible. They're supposed to be the party of family values, and you have families that are starving, families that are suffering, families that are spread all over, living substandard housing. This was a disgrace. They are inexcusable, and they've had it. As far as I'm concerned, I'm on my own. They're going to have to go a long way to get my vote on anything.
Well, I mean, I really share and feel your pain, and I want to believe that something. I know you said it's not going to happen right away. Any upside that anything can happen before February? Anything? I mean, I know at one point, pardon me, that they were talking about that $27 billion, at least temporary relief, but that's off the table too, though, right?
Everything's off the table right now, and we'll get something as it goes along, but each day that goes by, the damage is compounded. For instance, the New York City subway system, the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, wastewater treatment plants in Nassau County. Nassau County alone has $6.5 billion in damage. The county executive, Ed Mangano, The budget was on the precipice anyway because of tough fiscal times. How does he pay all the money that was incurred, all those expenses that were incurred? How does he rebuild? Same in Suffolk County with Steve Ballone, Governor Cuomo in New York, Governor Christie in New Jersey. And Governor Christie, he's the one the Republicans put him out front. He's our man. He's our blue-collar candidate. He's the guy who represents the heart and soul of the Republican Party. He went everywhere for Republicans all over the country. He went everywhere. And what they do, they knifed him in the back.
Have you spoken to Governor Christie?
I spoke to Governor Christie last night, and I'm not, doing the production work for your television show. You want to get a good person on to explain this? Governor Christie. He went through this day in and day out with us for the last week when everything was planned. He did everything he was asked to do. Everything he was asked to do. He got in the most detailed documentation, as did Governor Cuomo, as did Mayor Bloomberg. Then I hear them saying that there was pork in there was this. Whatever that was in there that they didn't want, that was put in by the Senate, we took out. That was a streamlined bill last night, and they just took it off the floor. If they had even told us why, instead they snuck off in the dark of night.
Well, I can't believe that this is not, the relief is not getting to these poor families that need it, the business owners, et cetera. Congressman Peter King, I applaud you in your efforts to keep fighting for the people, because that's what it's about. It's not about politics, it's about those people. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can get Governor Christie on, we'll talk about it more, we'll do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.